Here it is. All right. Let's check it out. Best R99 created.
Extreme talent. The storm brings frequent anomalies, and also more development and field missions. Sadly, combat is not my thing. Luckily, data analysis is. Here, I'll walk you through the abilities of every arcanist. Please, Miss Tyder.
4F4B. Okay.
Kakania, a Viennese doctor whose name is on everyone's lips, has finally joined the team. Born Clara Vingler, she has built a reputation for helping people with their mental distress using her mirror, even though she doesn't have a doctor's license.
Oh, what?
Regardless, her competence and passion have earned her the respect and trust of her patients. After all, she has a very sunny disposition. She's probably one of the most talkative people you'll ever meet. Some claim to have seen her giving a 3-hour speech on morality and ideals to a dog on the roadside. Kakania also has a great passion for the betterment of society. In times of crisis, she would give up her life to better the chance of another's survival, and she will do the same for us in battle. At Insight 1, Kakania takes a certain amount of damage for her allies when they're attacked. The damage she takes is stored in the form of empathy, which subsequently determines the Genesis damage she deals when she next attacks. She stops taking damage for her allies when empathy reaches its maximum. At Insight 3, when the damage she takes for her allies reaches a certain level, Kakania recovers the health of the entire team. Whenever Kakania's health is restored, she deals Genesis damage to all enemies based on the empathy value she currently has. This is not regarded as an extra action. Kakania releases her skill Subconscious and deals mental damage to one enemy. The higher her empathy value, the higher the Genesis damage she deals. Kakania releases Association and grants a one-target buff to herself or an ally. If used on herself, she restores health. If used on an ally, the buff Solace is granted to them at the cost of Kakania's health. The buff lasts for 2 rounds. Solace enhances the ally's attack. The higher the empathy value, the greater the enhancement. Kakania releases her ultimate, id, ego, and superego, and deals mental damage to one enemy. The attack consumes all empathy and deals a large amount of Genesis damage to the target. In the meantime, all the damage taken by the target during the round is recorded. A proportion of this value determines the Genesis damage dealt to the target at the end of the round. So it's wise to have your team deal as much damage as possible in the same round in which Kakania releases her ultimate. Dr. Kakania uses mirrors to help her patients look within themselves and understand their inner desires. But things can get a little tricky if the patient is too shy to have a face-to-face consultation. That's why we need this, the introvert mask. This mask effectively reduces a patient's anxiety when having face-to-face interactions, leading to a stronger doctor-patient relationship. I have also fitted one-way glass into the slit on the front, so the doctor can observe her patient whenever necessary.
4C6F6F6B73, 66616D696C6966172.
Hold on one second,
Looks
guys.
familiar.
It's just a coincidence. I can assure you that Lucy's face is still firmly attached to her body.
Okay. So, couple of things. One, yeah, they didn't go over all of her insights like they do for most characters.
Combat is not...
Another thing, the way that her ability is going to work with empathy, so it's not like she's going to completely take herself out, because it stops after it, like, after a certain amount. But also, since they took away damage values in these, because I think we were maybe, I don't know why they did it. We can't we were unable to see exactly what all was happening
All empathy
during
and
this
deals a
ult
large
here.
amount of Genesis damage to the target.
Because we didn't really learn much. Uh, but like from the way I looked at her ult, is that yeah, she has to. You want her to go first because all the damage that's taken after her ult is recorded and then done in Genesis damage. So like you're gonna have to see. She seems like though a character that wants to go with hold on, let me get out of this, burstier characters, right? So for instance,
The fastest way to learn is through imitation.
so when we're looking at characters, we're looking at like someone being able to do a lot of damage all in one turn. So if you did have like a Spathadia or even a 37, like you have to have everything happen all in that turn for it to happen. So like with Joe, I believe her channel is not going to happen, but like a Soul Day could happen. 37, if you could get like, I guess her follow-up, but her follow-up is not exactly a good single target thing. Like it seems like you want some single target nuke to all really happen. Like, so like a Marcus, a Spathadia, a Wind Song would be really cool. Lucy's follow-ups, but if you take out a lot of targets though. Yeah. Yeah, she's not a tank. Well, you can kind of say she's a tank, but she's more or less storing the damage and dealing it back. Yeah, her attacks aren't follow-ups, but if she gets healed, right? So I mean like, so if she receives a heal, she'll deal damage from she'll do extra damage. Now, what makes this interesting is like, are we talking about like she could receive a heal from, because it seems like she can get a heal from like her second life if she heals herself with Druvis. You have Cure that can go with her. Like Ulu, is Ulu passive? Not well, yeah, is Ulu healing her with the insight heal? Like there's a lot of there's a lot of healing in the game. So like I'm wondering how that's gonna go. No, she doesn't taunt. She doesn't taunt anything. Like in a way, yeah, she's a tank. She's a tank because she can take damage. She's more of a, let me say this. Kakania is going to be more of a tank than like other characters because she actually takes a portion of your damage just for free. Like she doesn't need to do anything. Yeah, she's very AP friendly with her tanking, because like Ezra has to use AP, like Babel has to use AP, Tenant has to use AP, so she's able to provide that, and then she can also heal with it, which is interesting. Can you convince Humana to pull Kakania for Marcus? Kind of. Marcus went on a rant last night talking about attack percent, and Kakania buffs attack percent, so, you know, there's that. But yeah, so this part,
Kakania also has a great passion in times of contact. The damage she takes is stored in the form of empathy, which subsequently determines the Genesis damage she deals when she next attacks. She stops taking damage for her allies when empathy reaches its maximum.
so we got to know what that maximum is. Yo, what's good, John? We got to see what that maximum is for sure.
At Insight 3, when the damage she...
Oh, they did go over insights. We just didn't hear it. The damage she takes for allies reaches a certain level.
takes for her allies reaches a certain level, Kakania recovers the health of the entire...
So yeah, so the thing is too is that allies have to be attacked. So, because I'm wondering, like, it says that allies have to be attacked, and symbol-wise, like, she's taking health. So I don't know if that's actually, like, attacking, because then that would give, like, a big stack of empathy. So I gotta see how that goes together. At Insight 1 is where she gets her empathy.
Kakania takes a certain amount of damage
At Insight
from her
1,
allies when
that's
they're
where she...
attacked. The damage she takes is...
That's where she gets empathy, is Insight 1. Yeah, we gotta get the values. We need the values more than anything. Very interesting, though.